Quite frankly, that was bizarre. That's me missed all the trains down to
Who knew it would end up being such an adventure?
and get sorted for today's shows. Today is just turning out to be a disaster.
It's a good job I was talking to you all.
That's amazing, thank you so much. Well, that has been a day and a half. Hello. So it's 7:30 in the morning and we're just about to head down to the train station. It's absolutely disgusting. The weather is horrible, but we're about to head down to the train station to get going. Well, that has been a complete disaster. I'm now sitting in Costa with hot chocolate because I get here and realise that my train is on strike. So I have to say the first thing I did was burst into tears, turned up at the ticket booth, looking like a complete idiot, crying because, you know, the train's on strike. So we bought a ticket. I thought I was going to have to pay £120 to replace the ticket, but then I suddenly realised that actually the second part of the train that I'd been booked on was the one the company I was originally booked with. So yeah, it's been a fun start. I'm exhausted, I feel anxious, so I'm having a sugary hit with hot chocolate and hope that the day improves from here. So now I don't actually leave till 8:45, so loads of time to kill. So the joys.
So we're finally in the queue, getting ready to get on the train. So this was just meant to be a straightforward vlog of me travelling. Who knew it would end up being such an adventure?
Well, I'm on a train, finally. So hopefully we will get somewhere today. I think once I get moving, I feel like I've started the journey. I'll feel a little bit better, calm down a bit. The only thing is the tickets that I have don't have seat reservation numbers, so I've just plunged myself here, but I'm kind of hoping that no one comes along and says that's my seat. But we'll see how it goes. And breathe. Okay, so we are now on the second train. I've been asked to film some of the countryside. So far I haven't, because as well as all the trains being mixed up, the plugs on the last train didn't work. So I was a bit concerned that I wasn't going to be able to charge. So there we go. We're getting there. We're getting further south. I think once I get on the next train, I'll feel calm, because right now it's very unknown. If I don't make it to that train, that's me missed all the trains down to Peterborough, and also I don't know if I'm allowed on that train. Who knew it'd be so much excitement? So whether I'll be able to use this footage or not, I do not know. So I finally made it to the last train. Hopefully this should be me, and it'll just be straightforward from here to Peterborough. I've yet to know whether I'm allowed on this train. I'll find out when the ticket guy comes. But at least hopefully I should make it to Peterborough today. So that's a bonus. Yeah, we've made it to Peterborough. Got here eventually. So now I just need to head to where I'm staying, which is the Premier Inn. It's about a 10-minute walk. But actually, this is heavier than you realise. So it's going to require two hands. So I'll see you when we get to the Premier Inn. I did have these illusions of filming me actually coming into the room and all of that sort of stuff. But by the time I actually arrived here, I'm exhausted, I'm slightly headachy. I'm really tired. I actually need food, but the first thing I need is a cup of tea. So I've made myself a cup of tea. Thankfully I travelled with a little bit of soy milk, so I didn't have to kind of go and find that. So I'm going to have my cup of tea. Then I might go down to Asda, see if I can find something to have for my tea. And hopefully we can fit in a little walk along the river. That will make me feel a little bit better, but we'll see how quickly it gets dark. I think food is probably the priority. So I will see you in a moment. Okay, I love staying here because here's the Premier Inn, and then if I just turn around this way, there's the river. For now, let's go get something to eat. I think what I might do is get into my PJs, cozy up. I've managed to put together sort of a snack, which I'm now going to have to eat with a teaspoon. I didn't think about that. But I'm gluten-free and dairy-free, so trying to find food anywhere is difficult, and especially trying to piece together some sort of a meal. So I've got a few bits which I will eat with a teaspoon. I've also got a bottle of wine because I think after this journey. The next day I took some time to relax, a bit of me time to recover from the journey and to prepare for the next day in the studio, and I spent time doing my absolute favourite thing, which which was to walk along the river. Hello, good morning. So it's creating craft day today. It's going to be a long day running on adrenaline. I do love it, but I do end up exhausted by the end of the day. But we're going to have a fun-filled day together. The first thing I'm going to do is go and get a cooked breakfast. That is because the show times that I've got 1 p.m, 3 p.m, and 7 p.m. So I need to be in the studio by 11 o'clock because we have to be in the studio 2 hours before our show. But we also have meetings, so there'll be a meeting prior to the 1 o'clock show. Then there's a short post-production meeting after, but then you've got the production meeting for the following show at 3 o'clock. So even though there's an hour's gap, I'm not really going to get a lot of time. So I might have time to grab a quick cuppa and quickly shove a biscuit down my throat, but I'm not going to have time for lunch. So I feel that we need to do this day on a full stomach. So let's go and get a cooked breakfast. Breakfast. I have to admit, it wasn't the best breakfast in the world. It's a little bit dry, but that's the joys of gluten-free, dairy-free food. Some people like really knock it out the park, and other people don't. Oh dear, doesn't bode well. So now we need to do something about the face. So I will do that, and then we will pack up and head down to the bus station. Always amazes me that I can draw and colour, and I can colour girls' faces, and I can draw beautiful eyeshadow, and yet I cannot do my own face with makeup. I mean, surely it's the same thing. It's just like painting on your face. But yeah, no, I don't have those skills. Anyway, that's done. I'm going to pack my makeup in case of need of top up whilst I'm there. Pack my bag, and then we'll get going. Just having my final cuppa before I leave. I'm due to leave in about 10 minutes. And it's absolutely tipping it down with rain, which is unfortunate because actually I do have a spare pair of jeans. I might put my spare pair of jeans in my bag, and I've packed my hairdryer and the makeup because I've got about a 10-15 minute walk from here to the bus, and then probably another 15-minute walk once we get to Oundle to the studios. So if the rain stays like it currently is, I am going to be a drowned rat, and that's not going to be a good look. It's also going to be mighty uncomfortable if I have to be in wet clothes. So yeah, actually, it's a good job I was talking to you all. I wouldn't have thought of putting the jeans in, but yeah, I've got the jeans I travelled in. I will stick those in my bag just in case I get absolutely drenched. Here's hoping that in the next 10 minutes it just passes over. One can hope. Can't see with this hood. Right. Oh, it's so wet. It's so wet. This is going to be so much fun. Okay, so I've made it to Oundle. Thankfully it stopped raining, so the next walk that we're going to do, I'm not going to get soaked. My feet are drenched. I'm squelching, so I'm going to hope that the Tesco here actually sell socks. But this is Oundle. I'll give you a quick little swizzle round, and then we'll walk to the studio. Well, quite frankly, that was bizarre. I'm trying to trying to coordinate mic and phone and bag. It's proving very difficult. Yeah, so we have jewellery and clothes and nail polish, but no socks. So squelchy feet for the day it is. So yeah, well, that is what it is. And now we just need to walk down to the studio. So let's do that, shall we? That's annoying, the camera didn't film the last little bit as we arrived. So that's us arrived there, just behind me there, that is Mean House. That is the home of the studios. So we'll go in, get dried off and then get sorted for today's shows. I'm in the green room, have my visitor's pass. I've never needed one of these before. Mostly because when we went through the induction, we did say that we needed them, but then we had the pandemic, so everything was open because there was nobody in the building and we were all really socially distanced. And then we've just been recovering, and I've not been here for 7 months, so now we've got to use this to open doors. So I'll just give you a quick scooch of the green room. Look at my hair, it's wild because of the rain. Thankfully I brought stuff to fix that, but we'll do that later. Yeah, so I'm going to go and have a meeting with my buyer just to have a wee chat, and then at 11 o'clock I can start prepping the studio ready for demoing. So we'll see how we go. I honestly look dreadful. Anywho. So very unusually, I am in the studio by myself, because normally we're live, but I'm in the smaller studio, so they're live next door, but not in here. So pretty much all set up. I will show you the desk and the setup just now. It's about half an hour till we actually go live, so I'll probably, have a bathroom break, try and fix the rain damaged frizz, and we'll get sorted, but I'll just show you the set. This is the small studio here. Fun fact, that desk over there was where I did my induction when I first came here. So this room's quite small. So probably when we're live, there'll not be anyone else in the studio. And we have behind the desk, so I've got my little bit box there. Over here I've got a die cutting machine in case I need it. And then we've got my trolley. So here I've got all my demos, and I have extra bits and bobs that I might need, and then even more extra bits and bobs. Take a look at the actual set. Somebody's put these down here for some reason. Let's just pop them back up there. Right. I still like to sort the set, it's terrible. The floor managers and things do it, and then I still have a fiddle. Right, let me have a little look, I'll show you the set. So for some reason they've not put a huge amount of the samples on display this time, so I might just double check the order that the samples are at the back. There's a few things I like to check. I like to make sure that all the DT are amazing, they really are, and they bring the stamps and everything to life. So I just like to make sure that everybody that's worked on stuff, that their samples are shown. So I'll just like to sort of rearrange the order sometimes just to make sure that everyone gets a chance of being seen, and also again just that different styles are represented in the stuff that is shown. So I'm just going to quickly go through that now, and then as I said, yeah, time to make myself look slightly more presentable than I currently am. These lights are not flattering. I hope they do something fancy when they put live, because honestly look, it's like bouncing off my head. It's not pretty. So a quick look behind the counter. This is what it's all like behind the set, and the presenter will pick up and show the samples. So there we go, look at the time, it's 12:38, so I've got about 20 minutes. Yeah, so I have 20 minutes. I am going to go use the bathroom, straighten my hair, give myself 5 minutes. I tend to like to just give myself 5 minutes, do it's called like take 6, like breathe in for 6, hold, let out. It's like box breathing just to kind of calm myself. I don't actually get too nervous, but this is the stage where I might get a few little butterflies, but I am looking forward to it. It's more nervous sighted. I do enjoy it, and actually there's only 3 people in the room when you're doing it, so it's not too bad, but it's just at this point it's a bit like, okay. And I've not done it for 7 months, so I'm a little bit nervous. So yeah, probably the next time I'll see you will be on air. Not quite sure how I'm going to record that part, but you know, we'll work that out later.
Or we stay on air, and we've decided to stay on air to keep you updated of what is actually going on through the course of the day. So as soon as anything should happen, you will be the first to know. Now, I've been told to worry. I've been told to worry.
Oh,
I'm on the edge.
Oh dear.
We've been told not to worry because everyone is in the same boat. So nothing's going to sell out. Okay, so you haven't got to worry. Exact word that I was told from management. Nothing's going to sell out.
Well, I finished the last show. I have no idea if you enjoyed it or not, because literally everything is down. All the systems are down. The website's down. You can't order on the website. You can't phone. The graphics aren't working. Nothing's working. There's a major thing, and everyone in the building at the minute is running around like headless chickens. So I'm not sure how much I'm going to be able to film, because yeah, there's quite a lot of tension in the building. So obviously, yeah. Who knows? Who knows what's gonna happen? It was such a disaster. It was in such a flap. They put the wrong details up for the paper. So the first demo I was about to demo had paper, so I had to change that last minute. So then I went to change it, and then I couldn't see where I put my stencil, so I had to change it for a different demo again. And then everything just kept going wrong. It was one of those ones that it was a train wreck. Felt so out of control. I don't know how it came across. I don't even know if I looked at the camera. I was probably looking all over the place, so that'd be interesting to watch that one back. Oh, I just don't think you can watch the Craft Extra ones back. Probably just as well, because probably looked at state. Yeah, so I'm going to have a cup of tea, and then I'm going to have to go and try and tidy my station and calm myself down, so that I'm organised for the next one. Yeah, it's mental. So this is the kitchen in the Chanda Studios, and I grabbed myself a quick cuppa here between shows. To be honest, I really don't know where to start. Today is just turning out to be a disaster. Yeah, it's no one's fault. Something's gone down in the system. It seems to be an external server. Everyone's been really kind. I love this collection, and I really thought it would do really well. And yeah, at the end of the day, it's like, it's my business and I need to make money. And I've had 0 sales because everything's down. And obviously it's the expense of getting down here and all the rest of it. And yeah, so hopefully, things will improve. And we'll be live, or everything will be functioning at 7 o'clock. But if not, I mean, they've all been really good. So they are talking about compensation and stuff like that, but it's just a bit of an anticlimax. That's business. So when I started this vlog, I was expecting to be able to show you behind the scenes and all the excitement, and it's just not turned out that way. So yeah, just walking into town now, getting a bit of fresh air, compose myself, because it's like, to be honest, I feel like I've been nice about it. I've been sort of, it's nobody's fault, so I've been saying that, but also I just want to have a good cry, but I'm not going to do that in the building. So to Tesco's, see if there's something I can eat. And Charmaine's on her way to Bindle, so hopefully she might have arrived by then, but yeah, we'll see. So everything's fixed, the website's up and running, so hopefully the next show should be a little bit better. I had a walk, I did some breathing, had some fresh air, I sat with Charmaine, had a cup of tea, had a chippy, so I'm feeling a bit more balanced now. Just about to go to the bathroom. You needed to know that, didn't you? Get mic'd up and then ready to what should have been my 3rd show, but it's first live one of the day. And these things happen. So I'll see you on the other side. So final show, I'm in the studio and it's not live, so there's my mic there, and it's attached to my back pocket. That's me all ready to go. Well, that has been a day and a half. So I'm now waiting for my taxi, which is going to take about 20 minutes. But until then, I'm just going to flip the camera around and just let you see the entrance of the building. So this is the entrance as you walk in. It is by night. All the lights have turned off because it was late at night by this point. So yeah, plenty of seating area, an area to sit and watch Create and Craft. We've also got the famous Hachanda thrones. And then in a minute, we're just going to see the gallery where they produce the TV shows. Well, I'm back at the hotel room. I am about to pour myself a tumbler full of Pinot Grigio. I bought this after the disastrous train journey. I'm just going to move that because I just realised you can see the bathroom in the background. Not overly pleasant. Well, boy, what a day. I didn't manage to get as much behind the scenes footage. The lovely Lottie, when she saw that I was doing a vlog, had said she'd take me round and let me see the gallery and film different things. But obviously everyone was running around like headless chickens trying to get the website to work, which did eventually for the last show. And thank you ever so much for everyone that bought something. I'm extremely grateful. I don't want to seem ungrateful or anything, because it's like I do appreciate everybody's order, and yeah, it's been good. I feel like I didn't give my best either. There was just so, I mean, if you watch the last vlog, I'll just take my coat off here, that just looks really messy. If you watch the last vlog, you saw I put so much work into preparation. It was a full week of everything, and I am so organised. And literally, as I was pulling out a demo, they were like, we can't do that demo because the papers aren't loading up on the website, or all sorts of different problems. And so then I felt like I was just winging it and faffing about, and yeah. So thankfully, the previous vlog that we did, there was maybe 3 almost tutorials within that. So if you're interested, you can go and check that out. And what I will do is I will put some tutorial things together, and we'll go through some of those demos properly. What I am going to attempt to do is to go live on my Facebook right now. I'm not sure quite how I can record that and record for the vlog, but just to kind of say thank you to everybody for that. And yeah, it's been the end of a long day. So this, when I was intending on doing the video, this is not what I was intending to show you. I was hoping to show a lot more, but I suppose this is the reality, and that is kind of why I'm trying to do vlogs. As you have a small business, there are ups and downs, and it's just to give an insight into the realities of that and take you on the journey with me. And unfortunately, it's not always hearts and roses, and yeah, it wasn't a bad day, it was just a frustrating day. But I do appreciate everyone being so patient, waiting for it to be uploaded and then buying stuff, and I really appreciate each and every one of you for doing that. That's amazing, and thank you so much. And yeah, hopefully it'll go better next time. So hopefully next time I come down, if they let me back, if they don't think that I was the one that broke everything. No, it was outside problem with servers apparently. Yeah, so hopefully the next time I go down, it'll be a different vlog. But then that's the thing, that's kind of what I'm hoping to do moving forward with this. The vlogs that I've done so far have been quite specific, but it would be kind of good to sort of move in a sort of, you know, putting a weekly vlog up of what I'm doing, because to be honest, what I do is very different every single week. So yeah, hopefully that'll be fun. Anyway, I'm off to go and speak to everyone in my Facebook group and say thank you for the support, and then I am going to fall into bed. Yeah. Hello, so this is me falling into bed. Thankfully, at the Premier Inn, we have this kind of funky purple light thing. Might get one for the studio because I actually don't look too terrible in it. So thank you ever so much for joining me on this eventful journey. Not quite what we planned, but never mind. We will share normality with you next time. Do join me for the next vlog, so you may want to consider liking and subscribing. In the next vlog, we will be travelling home. Hopefully we'll get some more scenery in for those of you that requested that, and we will be packaging some orders. If you enjoy vlogging, you might enjoy checking out this playlist right here.